Last week, Ubisoft hit pause on reporting its financial results, and the internet went wild with speculation. Was the company being bought out? Is it on the verge of bankruptcy? Did something catastrophic happen behind the scenes? Well, the truth is far messier and a lot more alarming than the boring accounting delay most headlines are claiming, guys. So, yeah, it all started when Ubisoft delayed the release of its first half 2025-2026 financial results. There was no reason given, guys, and it immediately set off rumors. Was there a Tencent acquisition? Is there bankruptcy? Is there secret buyouts? But the real reason came out quietly. There was an accounting restatement linked to how Ubisoft recognized revenue from partnerships. On the surface, that might seem trivial, but in reality, it almost triggered a financial disaster, guys. The company had to scramble over 286 million in outstanding loans just to stay compliant. Okay, without Tencent stepping in with over $1 billion lifeline, Ubisoft could have faced forced asset sales or even worse. So here's a tweet. This account right here, Dr. Sirkin Toto, has been providing Ubisoft updates for, you know, quite a while, just especially more recently. They said Ubisoft just published its earnings. They beat sales expectations and say the Tencent deal is about to close. No M&A plus reason for the delay of the earnings given so far. Conference call follows in 35 minutes. So this happened yesterday. So I guess they came out with their excuse and their reason. Overseeing the very likely reason for delay, an accounting issue. IFRS update. Fiscal year 25 reinstatement impact on, fiscal year 26 accounts. And you see the reason in here and stuff like that. But people are talking about it. Right here, this person says they did give the reason for the delay, I believe. They accidentally violated the terms of a loan agreement and had to reinstate their accounts for the past fiscal year. And Toto says this looks very much like the reason indeed. I have no clue. This seems like a mess, but taking a look at their presentation, they have a whole bunch of numbers. I mean, they obviously Tencent bailed them. It says Tencent's investment in Vantage Studios on track to close in the coming days. All conditions precedent have been satisfied. This is a way of them getting bailed out by Tencent. At the end of the day, 110%, guys. If Tencent wasn't around, and I'm not trying to goalpost move, but you're telling me that without Tencent, they would be able to exceed their expectations when all of their games have been failures? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. There's no way in this world that this makes sense, especially with their stock being low and all that. It's hey, they said robust. What is this? Dark Side Phil? Does Dark Side Phil run Ubisoft? Net bookings of 491 million above guidance and up 39%. Outperformance driven by stronger than expected partnerships, demonstrating the power and attractiveness of the group's portfolio, as well as meaningful contribution. Meaningful and robust. Robust urban garlic flavor. I don't know, guys. This is linked on that tweet. You're able to look here. This is obviously, to my opinion, an error. They had to rework the books and do something here. This company's in trouble, guys. Don't let them fool you. Don't let them spin it. This company is in trouble. I'm not going to buy into this corporate nonsense at the end of the day. That's right, guys. What looked like a minor IFRS accounting adjustment actually exposed how fragile Ubisoft's finances really are at this point. For years, Ubisoft has been aggressively recognizing revenue up front, making their books look healthier than they really are. A lot of companies actually do that nowadays because we can't have them get the L's that they've earned, right? Especially Ubisoft with how crappy of a company they've been in recent times. Now, new auditors called the bluff. They're turning a technically compliant balance sheet into a non-compliant one overnight. And while press outlets celebrate the success, you're seeing a lot of people say that Assassin's Creed Shadows is a big success. The reality is that most of Ubisoft's earnings, which is 96%, in fact, come from older titles. New games barely move the needle for this company. Are you telling me that all the Ubisoft slop that we've been getting, like Shadows, like Outlaws, like Avatar, move the needle? Absolutely not. They have not. Yet, for some reason, the gaming press keeps running damage control pieces, claiming everything's fine, that Assassin's Creed Shadows is overperforming, that Ubisoft's upcoming releases are promising, that there's no big deal, that the whole classic corporate spin, right? Overperforming compared to what? What are you overperforming compared to? They refuse to disclose actual sales numbers, guys. That's the elephant in the room here. Instead, they're relying on vague "trust me, bro" statements, right? They're relying on "trust me, bro." Meanwhile, Ubisoft stock is down almost 50% year to date and 91% over the past few years. Look at their stock. You can't deny the numbers here, guys. Why do they keep trying to deny it? Why are they trying to make chicken salad out of chicken shit? I have no clue. The takeaway, though, is Ubisoft is absolutely not exploding, guys. They're clinging to life with white knight investments rather than healthy, organic cash flow, which too long didn't read. Selling copies of video games, which is what they're in business for, guys. Their back catalog is keeping them afloat. I guess, their Ubisoft Plus memberships and the classics and all that. But the corporate structure, their past accounting choices, they're nearly sinking the company. Especially this last week, it looks like something more than meets the eye, which they eventually, as of yesterday, Friday, did put out their earnings report. We're going to take a quick glance at it, but to me, it just looks like a whole bunch of spin, a whole bunch of mumbo jumbo, a whole bunch of nonsense instead of actually just being honest. Because to be real, without Tencent's intervention behind this story could have looked very different. It might have just been bankruptcy for them at this point, guys. And you know what? I think it could happen again if Ubisoft doesn't fix the issues, the fundamentals of their business model. It was such a weird situation. Like, I've never heard of that. Freezing your stocks and delaying your earnings and stuff for obvious errors in management. Now, why does this matter to you? I'm sure you're just tuning in and you really don't give a shit. But if you're a gamer, an investor, someone who just follows the industry, this isn't just behind the scenes drama. Okay, this is a warning sign. There's a company as big as Ubisoft making blockbuster games like Far Cry, Assassin's Creed, Rainbow Six. And on paper, that sounds unstoppable, but financial mismanagement could put that right down to its knees. Ubisoft could have just been stopped. And then the media parrots the corporate lines without scrutiny. Fans are left in the dark while billion-dollar bailouts are quietly being made behind the scenes. You can't tell me that there wasn't stuff going on with this whole subsidiary between Ubisoft and Tencent. You cannot tell me. They have all their successful IPs over here. Meanwhile, the rest of the company is literally in flames at this point. So the next time Ubisoft announces a surprise hit or delays numbers, guys, remember the story on the surface is rarely the full picture when it comes to them. They dodged a bullet, no doubt, but the underlying fragility hasn't gone away. This is a company that could probably, with the right fucking shot in the head, be put out for good. And I'm not just trying to talk crap. I'm not wanting Ubisoft to fail, but they're lying to us. They're not transparent. Keep your eyes on the balance sheets, guys, not just the press releases. I'm going to leave it right there. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think Ubisoft is just skating by the skin of their teeth and Tencent's bailing them out? Or do you think that they're just delaying the inevitable? Let me know in the comments. If you like this video, hit a like. If you aren't subbed, consider hitting that subscription button. I'll see you on the next one, guys. Thank you so much, as always, for watching. Peace out.